Okay, I thought we'd do another vlog, and I've got a couple topics I want to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are at all interested in lifted trucks, I'd highly recommend you go check out Everest lifted trucks. I'll put a link in the description. You guys can go check that out. They do lifted Sierras and Canyons and stuff. So it's pretty cool. They've got different lift kits that they put on, and wheels and tires and accessories. And they've done a couple trucks with like a big LED light bar thing on the front that's pretty cool. So I'm not huge into trucks, as you guys know, but it's pretty cool for what it is. And the lifted Canyons are actually really awesome. I like those a lot, actually, because the Canyon is a much more manageable size than the Sierra and other stuff like that. So the lifted Canyons are pretty cool. I'd highly recommend you go check out the website and everything. So like I said, I'll put a link in the description, and you guys can go take a look at that. I went to my local Honda dealership the other day to purchase an oil filter for my car, and they had a 2016 Civic LX there, so I thought that's pretty cool. You know, it wasn't in the showroom, so it wasn't unlocked or anything, so I ended up going there today, which is Sunday, when the dealership is closed, and they had 4 Civics there, 4 2016 Civics. They had a Touring, which was really nice. It's $27,000, but that is a very nice car. And then they had an LX, they had an EX Turbo, and I believe they had a base, just naturally aspirated EX. It was inside, so I couldn't really get a look at it. But the 3 others they had out in the lot were really nice looking. So in the photos, when this thing first started coming out, you know, there were photos and videos and whatnot of it, and I thought it looks really ugly. It just looks kind of thrown together, and I just thought it looked really, really big. But once you see it in person, it's a much smaller size visually, and it's a pretty decent looking car. So they got some really nice features on this car as well, and so I think it's going to be a pretty big hit for Honda. It looks to be very promising so far. I mean, the LX Civic is 20 grand, and it gives you a ton of stuff. And then, of course, you can just go up from there. You can get stuff like lane departure warning and forward collision warning and the lane watch camera system on that car. So it's pretty cool, and it's got a lot of features, really. So I'll put some photos up on my Facebook page, and you guys can check out the link for that. It'll have some more information about the car itself. So go check that out if you're interested in the 2016 Civic. As far as my Civic goes, I was looking to trade the car in. I had looked at S2000s quite a while ago, Acura TL, and I looked at the 2010 Accord Coupe V6, and I liked it, but it was just too big and kind of boaty feeling. So I ended up looking at a 2013, and I really liked it. It had a lot more features than the 8th generation Accord, and it just felt so much smaller behind the wheel. It was just a lot more manageable. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very quick. So I kind of had my heart set on getting one of those, but then I had checked on the insurance and stuff, and it was just a lot more expensive than I'm paying right now for the Civic. So the increased insurance rates and then a slight bump in payments, I just wasn't prepared to pay, you know, $60 or $70 more every month, considering that this car really isn't that old and it has a lot of features on it. So unfortunately, I think I'll be keeping this one for a while, which is totally fine, I suppose. I just kind of wanted something different, but I still like this car, and I'm totally happy keeping it for a while, I suppose. I changed the oil in it yesterday, and I put in the yellow fog light bulbs I ordered online. So it's just turned over 44,000 miles, and I'm really hoping to be at 50 by the end of the winter. So I've got quite a bit of traveling coming up with family things and whatnot. So like I said, I hope to be over 50,000 by the end of winter, and it's just been a good car for me. It really has. I haven't had any real problems with it. Just some trim pieces that wouldn't really stay attached, and in fact another one of those fog light shrouds came off the other day while I was driving, but nothing really has gone wrong with it, which is great. So it's a good car. I like it a lot. Also on the Civic here, I removed the intake resonator, so it has kind of a deeper sound to it now than it did before. And then I have the K&N drop-in filter as well. So that those two things together really improve the sound of the car. And since removing the intake resonator, it seems just ever so slightly faster. But the big difference is with the sound. So I'll let you guys listen to it and kind of make your own judgments. I sent in my application for media credentials for the Detroit Auto Show, and so I'm not exactly sure if it's going to get accepted or not. I mean, it's free to apply, and I got into the Chicago Auto Show last year, just kind of on a whim, really. So I thought, you know, I have literally nothing to lose. I'll just send in an application and see what happens. So I'm still waiting to hear back. It hasn't been quite a week yet since I sent it in. So if that does get approved, I'm going to start planning my trip to Detroit and everything. So that'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, if it does get approved, it's kind of a big if. I hope to get quite a bit of footage there. And I recently purchased a book on video making, so I think that'll really help out my skills and stuff, and I'm excited to see what all I can do and improve on. So I think that'll be a lot of fun if it gets approved. Alright, so I think that wraps up this vlog here. So if you have any questions or something you want me to cover in a future video, just let me know. Thanks for watching.